All right, you'll notice I'm not driving around, but I am still in the truck. Over the next month or so, I'm liable to get really hairy, really fast, with the whole No Shave November thingy. It is day 200 and... No, it ain't. That's not right. It is day 305 of vlogging for a year. And evidently it's Monday. David had some issues with stuff, and hey, I'm going to be here at such and such time, and such time came, and I've been sitting on the job for forever. And I called him. He's still, hey, I'm still running behind. It's like, I'm just glad he didn't call me right now versus way back when he called me for me to show up. Because if he'd called me now, I'd have been like, dude, it's like lunchtime. I'm not doing anything today. It's cold. I hurt. It's the first cold day of the year where it's not really cold, but I mean, it's cold. Like as in everybody's in coats, everybody's wearing hats, everybody's got gloves and stuff. It's probably 40s or 50s. It ain't super frigid, but you can tell that it's fall time. And because of that, I heard like somebody hit me with a truck. Because I probably have way more arthritis in my body than I know. Because when it's super cold, I hurt really bad, really bad. Now, when it's super warm, oh, I still feel like I'm 19 and can throw stuff around and do stuff. And every once in a while, I hurt, but nowhere like fall and winter. And so this morning, I've basically had a lazy morning. It's almost lunchtime. And some days are, I guess, just this way. It's just... last night's wrestling event thing went really well. I personally was expecting and hoping for a bigger crowd than what we got. But we did get a bigger crowd than we usually get. Several of the guys that I know in wrestling actually showed up to witness it and hang out and stuff. The kids' Steven and my Piper Ann showed up because they're friends with a couple of guys that were friends with Vader, and they hung out and visited and stuff for a little while, and it gave Piper a chance to see Daddy on a day that she didn't normally have me, so she was all kinds of excited. And it was really interesting to see the change in faces when you talk to different people throughout your day. Some people think and expect that they are superstars, and other people think, I'm just regular nobody. And I could see it in his face. I wanted my kid to know one of the guys that was there. And now it was not Vader, but he was talking to Vader, so I'm sure Vader thought, hey, this is the deal. Guy's part of the management here. He's fixing to introduce his kid, and you could just see it in his face. I was like, I'm not trying to be rude. Can I please interrupt y'all for just a minute, and I'll let y'all go right back to y'all's conversation. And when I told my child, I would like you to meet Daddy's friend James because your brother's middle name is named after him, because he was one of the only guys that did not give me and Mommy grief about getting married when we got married, because some of them did, some of them didn't. But he was the only one that was like, it's none of my business. I just want both of them to be happy. If it works, cool. If it doesn't work, cool. That, and he's I've known him for forever. He's a stand-up guy. Besides being in wrestling, he's a police officer. He's got 2 little kids that are little girls that are just, you can tell that he just does everything for his wife and his kids. And, you know, that's the kind of guy, not necessarily what he does for work or what he does for hobby, because everybody's always different. But the way he acts and does things, that's who I kind of want the boy to grow up and be, is that kind of a guy. And that's why me and his mother picked that. And I am related to so many Jameses and have friends that are so many Jameses. For the simple short conversation, everybody's like, oh, you named him after me, yeah. And it's like, yeah, just so that I can not have a 50-minute conversation. Yes, you're right. But here on this vlog, let me set everybody straight. Me and my ex thought it was cool because of the fact that me and my dad and a bunch of relatives did have that name. And we were like, should we not? And we got to talking about it. And, you know, it just made sense to name him after my wrestling buddy, just because he was a stand-up guy. And the look on Vader's face when he realized I was introducing James and not him to my 10-year-old, I think it caught him off guard. He was just like, okay. So, and I meant no disrespect to the guy. I mean, he was a class act in the locker room area, with all of our fans that were up there to watch that event, with the guys that he did know that had showed up for the event. And, you know, I got nothing but respect for that dude. And, you know, I don't know how long of a career, you know, he'll get to have. I know he's a total different size than me. And when you're my size, your body can only take so much of a beating. And when you're his size, your body can only take so much of a beating. But I have no idea what that beating is, because it's always different for everybody on the planet. I really thought he was a stand-up guy. I thought his kid was a stand-up guy. That's who tagged with him last night. And I've heard a lot of people talk trash about him online, and it's like, dude, that's not the dude I met last night. You can say what you want. I'm here to tell you, that guy was stand-up class act, you know. And if you don't like what I had to say about it, look at these eyes. I don't care. So, hopefully today will go a little better, and then hopefully also David will show up, and we'll do some stuff. Cause I got old dude keep coming outside and staring at me like, "Are you gonna get out and come do something in my house?" And it's like, well, not really, not until I have David here to tell me what we're doing. And hopefully David will get here pretty quick, because he may show up in time for us to go to lunch. So I'll get off of here. I hope all of y'all are having a good day. I'll probably post this later tonight. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow for day 306.